school. Ring the bell. Brand new shoes. Walking blues. Climb the fence. Books and pens. I can tell that we are going to be friends. Yes, I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Hey there. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, joined as always by my stalwart team, Sona Movsesian. How are you, Sona?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you seem good. And Matt Gourley.
Yeah, Matt Gourley.
It took me a second.
5 years I've sat here across from you.
Seems like a lot more than 4. And a lot less, and it's less than 6. I would put it around, 5, I guess.
Okay.
It's an interesting thing. I'm just thinking about this today because I was walking past a mall, and it was walking past some cousins visiting, and they wanted to go to the mall. They're from Seattle. These are little kids. So I said, okay, I'll take them to the mall down in Santa Monica, and we're walking around, and I saw all these different movie posters, and I swear to God, it's seasonal, but half the movie posters are for horror.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one, I don't know what it is, but you see a silhouette of like a pilgrim, and he's holding an axe. What's that one called?
Eli Roth's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, and then it's like, there are no leftovers.
Oh,
and I'm like,
fantastic.
Cool.
which I thought was fantastic. And then I noticed, oh, wait a minute, the last couple of years in a row, there's been, I guess there's like a Silent Night, Deadly Night. And,
Yeah.
Black
you know,
Christmas is one of the best horror movies of all time.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it really is.
I
I
get
really
scared.
love horror movies. But the thing that's kind of blowing my mind is how horror has become this almost like, well, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
And that used to mean put up the tree, put out the bells. Now it means release your horror films. Where Santa comes down the chimney with a scythe and lops everyone's heads off.
Hey, I know. It did used to be like Jingle All the Way's coming out. Now it's like, it's all, I think it used to be Halloween was horror. Now it's just October, November, and December. It's
Yeah.
just horror movies.
Yeah, and it's not, probably keep going. They're just going to be like Mother's Day. Do you know what I mean?
There's basically a horror movie for every holiday. There's
Yeah.
April Fool's, New Year's Evil, Leprechaun. It's like its own subgenre.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm down for it. I have not seen a lot of the Christmas horror ones, but I'm game to give them a try.
Black Christmas.
And have you heard anything about this Thanksgiving one? I want to see that.
I've heard it's great. I also know that it's based on just a fake trailer for the Grindhouse Tarantino movie.
Okay, fantastic.
And 15, 16 years later, he decided to actually make it because Eli Roth made the trailer, and he's like, well, he's had that idea since he was a kid. He's going to make
Might
this
as well
film.
make it.
Might as well make it.
Hey, David Hopping was supposed to bring us in some coffee for this discussion. Has anybody seen him?
I asked actually for which I don't do often, I asked for a latte.
Uh-huh.
And in his Hopping-esque way, he said he'd do it. And he's always, I have to say this about David, he took over kind of for you, Sona, when you
Yes.
became like a big star and then
Oh.
had kids and everything and wrote a book
Okay.
and started touring with us and had your own fan club and big
That's-
house and stuff.
That's a big
Anyway,
house.
yeah, it's a pretty nice house.
That's
Anyway,
Do you want me to say thank you? Because you listed
Little
it.
late.
Little
late.
Oh, okay.
Too late.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
my point is, you used to take your time and I wouldn't be suspicious at all.
Oh.
David,
Oh.
I asked him to get me a latte, and then I think you guys put in coffee orders, and that was like 40 minutes ago, and it hasn't happened yet. And that's weird. When you wouldn't show up, I'm like, she's fine.
Oh, okay.
But when David doesn't show up, it's weird.
Oh, he's so great.
Well, he is.
David is just,
Hello, Conan and the Chill Chums. Stupid name. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Every day, I come into this office, and what do I see? Conan, Conan, Conan. Everywhere I look, it's a picture of Conan. It's disgusting. So guess what? I've kidnapped your precious assistant, David Hopping. You have 1 hour. If every photo of your face isn't taken off the wall, you'll never see your precious David Hopping ever again.
oh, no.
I'll be in touch.
Jesus, that was a... First of all, I don't know. Eduardo, do you know how that got patched in?
No idea.
Okay, I have a couple of comments quickly. I know David's not a good actor, and he does seem to be in some peril there because I know he can't fake it. The other thing is, that's a fucking good headshot of me.
Okay.
I easily look 20 years younger than I really am.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what this guy's gripe is.
Here's the thing, though. If the thing is removing your photo, everybody in this building can be a suspect.
Okay, that's okay.
That's
So-
true.
And we're even suspects.
So am I to
And we're here.
Am I to understand now? And I have great yes and skills from years of improv. Am I to understand that David Hopping has been kidnapped and tied up the way a damsel in distress was in like a 1921?
Was there a choo-choo train coming down that
Yeah,
track?
choo-choo train's coming to get him. But anyway, in a very caricatured, stupid way, David's been kidnapped. And if I don't take down all the pictures of me, first of all, you know that would take a while.
Yes,
Okay,
there
yeah.
are a lot.
There's
And
a
also, you know
lot.
what? They're not just hung up on the wall. Those things, I make sure those are secured very
Why didn't
carefully.
you
They're
just put
part
up
of the wall.
Conan face wallpaper? 'Cause that's essentially what's out there.
Because it was ordered 2 years ago, but the dye they use in Sweden takes a long time.
Oh,
It's coming.
expensive.
I've just been handed this thing. Now, we three, we're sort of like innocent bystanders in this whole thing.
Oh.
I've been handed this. We have to question people. There are suspects in this building. We have to find out who did this.
Oh, I like that we're not even pretending that. Why don't we just go take down the pictures of Conan and save David's life?
Well, we know you're not going to do that.
No, well, I'm not going to do it. We just blew right past that. Well, Conan's not going to take. So I guess we should try and solve the case on our own.
I don't think there's
And
any
you know
way.
what? At no point did this villain, who clearly is working off of 1920s imagery of kidnapping, this villain never said, "Don't call the cops."
Right.
Usually there's a reason why we can't call the cops.
That's right.
Or we can't contact the FBI.
Should we just call the cops?
I think we should.
Well, I think the cops would just be like, just take down the photos of you.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. That's not going to happen.
Well,
we're not doing
Two
that.
reasons we can't. Because number one, you can't give in to kidnappers, terrorists, because it sends a bad sign that anyone could hold you hostage on any given day.
You're
That's
right.
true.
For number two, we know you're not going to take down pictures of yourself.
Right.
If
Could we-
anything, you're going to put up more to spite
Yeah.
the kidnapper.
Could we do
Yeah.
a trade? Could we trade you for David?
Oh, yeah.
Could we do a swap?
Well, okay. I mean, I guess it depends on where I'm being taken. Did he threaten to kill David? Is that what he said? Or just take David maybe to a better job?
Oh, there's no motivation.
You know what I
there
love?
Oh my
either.
God, can you kidnap me, kidnapper?
Me too.
You know what I love?
Me too.
This kidnapper has really sloppy. This kidnapper's very sloppy and very vague about, and you won't see her hopping again, which probably means he'll get a really good job at Amazon.
Yeah.
And he'll move quickly up the ladder.
Yeah.
And then, okay, we don't see him again because he's way richer than we are. My guess is for this to be a good podcast, we should probably try and solve the crime ourselves.
I think
Because
you're right.
I think if we just listen to me place a call to the FBI and then
I want to listen to that.
yeah. And then watch them show up and probably search the building for maybe 30 seconds and
Yeah.
find a very pale guy
Yeah.
from Southern Illinois comically tied to a chair.
I mean, I have some ideas from where that thing was filmed, where David is currently being hidden.
I know. It looked very
This
familiar.
is not a large building.
No.
It's not a large building.
Nonetheless, I'm told we need to figure out motive, means, and opportunity. So, Eduardo, if you wouldn't mind being the first
you'll be the
suspect
first,
to
Eduardo.
hit the suspect chair. Eduardo.
Motive means opportunity.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and I also have something else I have to read here. Act 1, the motive. In this act, you will only be able to question suspects about who they think had a reason for Hopping getting nabbed. About who they think had a reason. Okay.
Okay.
Who has a... In this act, you will only be able to... In this act, you will only...
Wow, Matt. Wow. Wow.
I did it.
Yeah. Also kidnapped your ability to speak. Gotta keep that in now. Gotta keep it in.
Gotta keep it in, or you'll never see Hopping again.
If your flubs aren't left in, you'll never see Hopping again. Nixon did it.
Hello, Conan and the Chill Chums. Earlier today, David Hopping went out to get Conan's coffee and never came back. He's been kidnapped. It's your job to figure out who the kidnapper is and save Hopping before he uses up all the air in the room and time runs out. Welcome to the Hoppining.
Wow, that's a good. You know what? I think they worked backwards from his last name.
Yeah.
That's my first clue.
Yeah.
I think whoever thought of this is so lazy.
Yeah.
They thought hoppining. Oh, let's do a horror thing.
Well, there's also a reason this isn't called the Movsesian.
Yeah. The Movsesian.
Here are your suspects.
Okay.
Chills, Eduardo, Lisa, Maddie, Ruthie, and Sam.
Wow.
To solve this mystery, you must question these suspects to figure out 3 things.
Oh my God.
Who had the motive, the means, and the opportunity to kidnap Hopping?
Okay.
Number 1, motive. Who has a grudge against Hopping? Or who would benefit from Hopping being kidnapped? Number 2, means. Who has the skills necessary to kidnap Hopping? Or who has the
Everybody.
tools?
He can't put up that much of a fight.
No, he's about as strong as a stalk of rye.
Or who has the tools or access to the tools to do such a thing? And finally, opportunity. Who had the chance or the time during the day to enact such a devious plan? There is only one person who has all 3, and this person is your kidnapper.
Okay, can I say one thing? One of the problems with opportunity is no one here seems to do much.
Oh.
And I'm serious. A lot of people here just seem to screw around.
This is your company.
I know, but
Yeah.
the fish stinks from the head. And so I'm just saying, opportunity. Who slipped out without punching their time card at the Larchmont offices of Team Coco? But anyway, let's get into it. We're sitting with us now is
Okay, hold on.
Oh, there's
just
more?
a little bit more.
God, whoever organized this is really just a pain in the ass.
Sorry.
In this act, you will only be able to question suspects about who they think had a reason for Hopping getting nabbed, who has a grudge against Hopping, or who would benefit from Hopping being kidnapped. In the first video, the clues you learned were the kidnapper was throwing paper balls at Hopping. There were travel books for Norway and Thailand stacked up in the back.
Uh-huh.
Is it okay if I start now, or are there 7 more pages of shit to read?
Are we good? Is that all we have? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, clearly someone had a lot of extra time. Okay, Eduardo, full name, please.
Eduardo Perez.
Okay, and where were you born?
Eduardo Perez.
Excuse me. Say it after me. Eduardo Perez.
Eduardo Perez.
You got it. Very good. Eduardo, in de qué país? Well, I'll use English because I think we have other people listening.
Thank you.
Eduardo, first of all, I want to start by complimenting you. You are ingenious. You built this beautiful sound booth that we use, this studio. I don't know. I got to tell you right away. I mean, this is a very talented man.
This is a hell of an interrogation.
I know. What are you doing?
It's called Good Cop, Good Cop.
Oh.
Okay.
This cop's going to leave soon, and then another cop's going to come by and tell him how handsome he is. It really... Here he comes. You're a good-looking fella.
Hey.
And then my partner tells me you're also very talented and that you built this whole place.
That's true.
Who do you think did it?
I'll tell you for sure, first off, just to get this out of the way, I didn't do it.
Oh.
Secondly...
Good enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
what?
eliminating you as a suspect.
Great.
No.
Great.
Yeah.
Just to get it out of the way. Secondly, you know, it pains me, as we know, snitches get stitches.
Yes.
So this is not easy for me to do.
Yeah, but you're saying it very readily, so go ahead.
Especially
Not
sitting
that hard.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the 6 suspects?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Chills, Eduardo, Lisa, Maddie, Ruthie, and Sam. These
Okay.
are, by the way, to the listeners, all people that work in the building.
Right.
Well,
Okay. So
kind of work sometimes.
I do think Maddie, as
Ooh.
talented as she is, I don't know if you guys are aware, but she's dabbled in, and more than dabbled in, stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Yes. Maddie's
and,
What
Maddie
did you
is-
guys write down?
Oh, I wrote
And-
down, I know who it is now.
and every now and then she's kind of filled in for David-like task.
Yeah.
I've noticed, when you need water or stuff like that before an
Yeah.
interview.
Right.
So I would believe maybe
Interesting.
next step up, she could fill
This
in
is
David
interesting to me. This is interesting to me because, yes, so she interfaces with talent a lot.
all the time.
She's the one who, when talent comes in to do the podcast, she takes care of them. She gets them into the building. So she has a great awareness of the facility,
Right.
which
Mm.
I don't. I just go right to my office.
That's exactly right.
And I hear what you're saying. I could see her thinking, wait a minute, if I get Hopping out of the way, I slide into that position, then I become Conan's assistant. We all know what happened when Sona was my assistant.
Boom.
She became a star.
boom.
And then Maddie becomes a star.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
That's very
Here's
interesting.
my question.
Yeah.
What do you think about all the photos of Conan in the building? Aren't there a lot?
I could care less.
Okay.
I'm in the room with this guy all the time.
Interesting.
Assaulted visually when you walk in from both sides of the hallway. It's like running through that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark where darts are shooting at you from
No,
both
I
sides.
put my head down and come straight into this room.
But
so
there's a wall-size photo of him as a Viking.
There is one.
Yes.
You're right.
right when you come in.
Right when you come in.
I personally thought that's a cool looking photo. So I
Thank you.
have no problem with
Okay,
that.
Eduardo,
I have
just
a
one last quick
concern.
question.
Yeah.
Should I get lip fillers? I have very
Oh my
thin
You know,
God.
now that I'm
Oh my
sitting,
God.
now that I'm
They're
sitting
very
this
thin.
close,
They're
to
very
you,
thin lips.
I can see that.
Also, I've got beady little eyes that I think have hampered my film career. I have beady little suspicious, creepy
You are the
eyes.
worst investigator.
Yeah.
All you're doing is complimenting him. You are terrible.
Also,
Thank
can
you,
I just say one
Eduardo.
thing?
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Very handsome, and you do an amazing
Thank
job
you.
here.
Thank you.
And here's my partner to really rough you up.
Okay, great.
You are fantastic.
Oh my God.
And
Both these
just-
guys suck.
You're lovely.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You
Okay.
crossed out his name and then you starred next to Maddie.
Yeah,
Just
I think it's
based
Maddie.
off of what he said.
Anytime.
Well,
guys.
can I
I'm
just say
here
something?
anytime.
I am easily swayed. So right now, I'm quite certain it's Maddie. And also, you actually really work here.
I do.
And a lot of people don't, but every time I come in this building, you are hard at work.
Thank you.
This guy does not have the opportunity.
Right. I have a slight concern about Maddie, though. One of the clues was the travel books to Thailand and
Yeah.
Norway. She didn't go to Thailand and Norway.
That doesn't mean the person had to go to Thailand.
I know. I'm
and
just
Norway.
saying, but that's a clue. Who here did? Chills?
Chills went.
The only other person, by the way, see,
Ruthie?
No.
No.
Sam? Maddie?
No.
Lisa?
No.
Only Chills, right?
No, but this is the thing. You got to be careful. You have to just be very careful about this because we'll work our way through the investigation. You may be jumping ahead
Why are you getting so serious?
because
I know
put
you were
one
just
note down.
complimenting one of the suspects for like 40 minutes.
You said you got to be careful like I insulted your children.
you
I'm
asked
just
him if
putting
you-
a clue down.
You asked him if you need lip fillers.
Yeah.
That is not
Yeah.
doing a good job
You got to be very careful about
investigating.
this.
Yeah.
I hate that you jumped ahead and started making assumptions when we don't have all the facts yet. I take this very seriously.
I'm not making
and,
assumptions.
and I'll tell you something else. I take the fact that I might need lip fillers seriously. It's always bothered me that I have no lips. I'm like a Muppet. And I think that's hurt me.
David could be getting murdered right now, and
Yeah.
you're talking about lip fillers in your eyes.
We got to move on. Thank you, Eduardo.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
I'm. You know what? It's interesting. He like passed the
Yeah.
blame on to
Okay, here we
somebody
go.
else.
Don't leave the state.
Yeah.
Do not
You
leave the
you
state.
stay nearby.
Guess what?
Oh,
I'm
actually,
moving- I'm
you
moving
have
You know
to
what?
stay right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a nice walk too.
Oh my God, Conan, you can't treat the suspects
you know what? He's
this
as
way.
nice walking away as he is coming towards you. You know, he's a
Oh
good-looking
my
fella.
God.
I'm just
Oh my
saying.
God.
Okay.
All
let's-
right.
Why don't
God,
we
I
bring
love
someone
Eduardo.
else in for this first act? Who do you want to bring in next?
Let's bring in Lisa because I have some questions about her. Lisa, and I'm just going to say this to our listeners so they're aware. Lisa Blair, hello,
Mhm.
is the sister of Aaron, and they've both worked for me for many years. So let's get her in here. Oh, hello, Lisa.
Now
Hi,
Berm.
Lisa.
She's married now. Okay.
I know, but what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm telling them that she's related to Blair, and
Yeah.
also I only use maiden names.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still call my mother Mrs. Reardon. Lisa, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, listeners, this is Lisa. And Lisa, you have worked for me for how many years?
I think 20.
20 years.
Oh.
And in that time, your main responsibility has been to get audiences for me.
Yes, I was the audience coordinator for a very long time.
For many, many years. Is it tough to get people to come and listen to me?
Oh
or-
my God, Conan.
Jesus.
Oh God.
No, they come in droves. I had to beat them off with a stick, basically.
Okay. But like,
Oh,
because
so like a murder?
No,
Or a
that's
kidnapping?
interesting. You just
no,
said when
no.
approached by people, you swing a stick.
No, I'm very friendly, and my customer service skills.
But you're saying
are
the Conan
epic.
ticket, even at my advanced age, is still a hot
It
ticket.
is a hot ticket.
Very good. Okay, I just wanted to establish that. That could help us with the crime.
Not at all. Doesn't help us
Doesn't.
at all.
No.
You
Does
get really good
nothing.
laughers too. It's terrific. Sometimes
my
I feel
God.
like the better people are in the back. Can you get them to the
Oh
front?
my God.
Hopping has got plenty. First of all,
David is dying
No,
right
He's
now.
running out of air.
you know what?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I know this building well.
You
You
said
know
you
how well.
didn't.
You know how well this building would have to be built for any room to be airtight.
You don't
There's
know.
plenty of air
They
getting in.
probably put a towel underneath the door.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I didn't think of that. Okay, so Lisa, some questions. Hopping is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I've heard. I'm really sad. Like, I hope he's okay.
Sure. Me too. I might. No, whatever. I don't know. I tell.
Whatever.
Well, I'm just saying. I tell Jeff Ross Hopping's gone, and you guys are like Dixie cups. You pull one, and another one drops down. I've had 55 assistants. So whatever. Okay. Oh no. I might have to ask Jeff to make sure someone else is here from the Midwest tomorrow to get my coffee.
Oh my God.
Who also doesn't know what a Tesla is. Oh, I'm really fucked. So anyway, Lisa, it's probably, I mean, he knows my PayPal and stuff, so it's good. Let's try and save
He knows
it.
my PayPal.
He knows how to use, I don't know how to use these things, and he knows how to do it.
Why do you have a PayPal?
Oh my!
You don't
what
want
do
to know.
mean? You need
Everyone
should
needs
have a
PayPal.
Conan O'Brien, what do you, I mean.
I love
gotta
PayPal.
PayPal it up.
You got to PayPal it up all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how,
Go to
by the way,
PayPal
that's how
town.
you're paid for this podcast. Have you noticed?
No, I haven't gotten a dime.
Well, I didn't say I was good at it.
We've accomplished nothing.
Listen.
My paper is completely blank.
Lisa,
Yes.
I got to get to it.
Okay.
Who do you think committed this crime?
I really think like two people could have done it, not
Okay.
together, but just suspiciously.
You have two people who
Two
on their suspect
suspects.
list. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm sorry, Eduardo, but like, I just see how Conan treats you. And like everybody talks about in the office, they just say that like he doesn't respect you and he like throws stuff at you all the time.
I said that stuff behind his back.
Yeah.
The whole point is to be nice to him to his face.
Stuff.
He
Throw
does.
stuff.
He does throw
The
stuff.
kidnapper was throwing stuff at Hopping. That could be kind of a revenge.
Oh, wait a
Oh,
minute. You know what's interesting?
What?
You bring up a really good point.
Oh,
which is,
now
what
I'm
do-
not jumping ahead?
Paper.
Yeah, before you were.
Okay.
Before you, I mean, that was criminal what you did before.
Okay.
And I'm surprised you still have your
Crumpled.
badge. Go ahead with the paper thing. Tell them what.
Well, one of the things we learned from the clue in the video is that the kidnapper was throwing paper balls at Hopping.
Interesting.
And
Yeah.
you do that to both Blay and Eduardo.
So Conan's the suspect.
Maybe
Listen,
Eduardo.
no, if I were involved, Hopping would be dead.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be kidnapped. I'd just kill him right away. I wouldn't. Do you know the time it takes to tie someone up? Even someone that weak? No, what I do is when we read ads, I crumple up the papers afterwards, and then I don't know if you can see, but I fire them at Eduardo or Blay, and then
Interesting.
Eduardo is often protected by his computer screen, which really enrages me. I want to actually get a new kind of computer that has a big hole in the middle. Anyway, so I can hit him in the chest. That's interesting. So you're thinking,
I think it's either Eduardo or maybe Chills.
Why Chills?
Well, I've worked on the show forever, and I used to even share an office with Chills, and I just know he loves chaos. Like,
he does.
he does.
he's
like,
an agent of chaos. Yeah.
And I just think like, what a better way to cause chaos than to take away Hopping? I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, don't you kind of get sick of Conan after a while? Like you used to walk by so many pictures of him. All the fans were like, Conan, Conan, Conan. Doesn't it make you sick?
No, you know what? It's like I've worked for Conan for so long, and my brother works on the show. Like I feel like I'm family. Like
You are family.
So it's
Wow.
like walking into like my house.
Okay,
You know?
this
Like,
is the
it's
lady
so
dot protest
comforting.
too much. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
It's a
know.
lot of Conan.
I just it's like a warm hug.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something else. First of all, I feel that's how everyone feels, and these
Okay.
two are
That's
outliers.
just
Not at all.
absolutely not.
Not
and
at
then
all.
Just patent lie.
I don't think it's Lisa because she gets my audiences, and that is a sacred trust. I need good
true.
audiences,
It's
and you've
true.
been handling that for years. So I don't
she
think
could
you
have
would.
snapped. Sorry.
Yeah. She could have.
She could have snapped.
That's true. I guess she could have a mental break.
Yeah. I'm about there.
Yeah.
Um,
It happens to everybody who works here.
So you think Chills? Well, obviously Chills goes on the travel shows, and he has 2 travel books. Throwing the papers takes me more to Eduardo.
Mhm.
And maybe the books are there to throw me off, or maybe the papers are there to throw me off.
Any last questions for Lisa?
Is there a way that we could get just people that never stop laughing?
Oh my
This is
God.
They
Oh
only-
my God.
Thank you very
Like,
much.
I'll
Lisa.
work
You're
on
the
it. I'll work
worst.
on it.
Even during the
You
setups
are
to
the
jokes, they're
worst.
laughing.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
God, she's fantastic. Uh-oh.
Tick tock, tick tock. Time's a wasting, gang, and I don't see any photos being taken off the wall. I'd ask David to do it, but he's a little tied up right now. Sorry, just some kidnapper humor. Conan, I think it's time to light a little fire under that flat Irish ass. Guess what I found on Hopping? Your special cream. That's right. If you don't take those pictures of your face off the wall, not only are you never seeing Hopping again, but you're never going to see your cream again. And I know you're not going to ask for it yourself. Take the pictures down. I'll be in touch.
Again, that video ended with the headshot. That's a great headshot.
Oh, I thought
are
that was like
missing
in
the
The
point.
Exorcist when they flashed the demon Pazuzu on the screen for a split second.
I didn't go there. I just went to that guy has aged. First of all, it's an old photo, but man, it looks good.
I saw a lot of merch in there.
Yeah.
That's Ruthie's territory.
Conan at the Apollo?
Yeah, there's merch. That's Ruthie.
That was merch.
Is it also worth noting that David's tied up in XLR audio cables?
Very good. Yeah.
But can I say something again that to me that eliminates Eduardo completely because he knows that XLR cable, if you tie it up like that, you can damage it.
Right.
I mean, right? We're talking
Correct.
about
If I were to tie somebody up, it wouldn't be like that with an
No,
XLR
this is I mean this
Someone
like
would-
a true
he's
kidnapper.
like
Someone who would kidnap
he is like a fine chef who then is killing people with his best cut of veal. No, he's not going to do that. He's not going to waste that. Eduardo, it's not you.
Thank you.
That's interesting, actually, because I was just handed this card. Thank you, Blay. Here are the things that we were supposed to look out for there. Hopping was being kept near a pile of merch.
Mhm.
Hopping was tied up with audio cables. Who has access to the audio cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know. I mean, that's
Eduardo
too obvious.
does.
Eduardo does, but no, it's not Eduardo.
You can't say it's not
Yeah.
Eduardo just because you like Eduardo.
Yeah, he's very talented and he's quite good looking.
Oh my God,
Those-
Conan,
people
you're
like
just
that don't
so
need to
bad at
kill.
this.
Okay, let's
don't
bring in our
need to
next
kill.
subject.
I still think Bundy's innocent. That was a good-looking guy.
No, Conan, no.
That guy cleaned up real nice. You ever see him in a polo shirt?
I mean,
I saw Son of Sam once hit a tuxedo. Fucking guy looked amazing.
Jesus.
I'm just saying they should relook at the evidence. These might be innocent people.
Oh boy, who are we calling next?
Well, I guess it's time to talk to Maddie.
Maddie, please come in.
Let's get Maddie to come in. I know who I'm taking off my list. I've already taken up.
You've already eliminated someone?
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Oh,
I
man.
work really quickly and I eliminate most people.
Yeah.
Just on. Here she
Hi,
is.
Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
everybody.
Excuse me. I'll run this interrogation.
Oh, but you're really bad at it.
Quiet, please.
Okay.
Okay. Maddie, are you a fan of my work?
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Are you a fan?
We'll remind you you're under oath.
Yeah.
I am under oath. Honestly, I am a fan.
Okay. All right. I
Conan.
love the kind of qualified.
Guilty.
A true sociopath. No. I should get to more important matters. Lip filler for me. My lip.
Oh my God.
Okay. No, I'm sure we'll get into it. You've heard Hopping's missing. He's somewhere in this very small building, but we don't have the energy to leave the building and find him quickly. So we're going to play this out because maybe we can monetize it. Jam some ads in here. But that's not the point. A man's life is at stake.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie, who do you think is responsible?
You know, I don't know anything about cables or audio equipment. I don't associate myself with that. I work with my people, celebrities,
Mm.
and
And aren't we amazing people? Celebrities?
I'm a huge fan of Stephen Wright and Taylor Tomlinson, Bill Hader. It's been a true pleasure to work with them.
Wow.
Innocent.
Yes.
But you know who does know where all of the audio equipment is
Yeah.
Eduardo. He
That's
seems to love
that's
working with that
second
gross
finger
stuff.
pointed.
Second finger.
Well,
Okay.
now that makes me suspicious.
You're now suspicious of Eduardo?
No, I think it's too many people pointing fingers at Eduardo.
Exactly. And when too many fingers go towards Eduardo, I start to think, Maddie,
Mm-hmm.
you've been accused. You've been accused because it's no secret that you are a very talented person. You're funny. You're pursuing a possible career in the comedic arts.
That is correct.
And you might see an opportunity, say something were to happen to Hopping. Let's say he's comedically tied up and then suffocates in a room that has plenty of air. In a very small recording studio where he's probably feet from us. But that's not the point.
Might even be this room.
Might be in the corner.
I have to. I
We didn't even
have to make
look
sure I don't avert my gaze or turn my neck slightly because I might see him and be able to rescue him. But that's not the point. The point is, you really stand to gain if something happens to Hoppining and you slide into that position. You could be the next Sona, and that's about as big a star as anyone can be.
Okay.
You had a New York Times #1 selling bookseller book.
That is true. And by the way, Sona, it is my mom's favorite book. You should know.
Oh, thank you so
It
much.
is true.
Yeah,
Here's-
next to Scientology.
But you've seen us interact with each other.
Mhm.
You've seen. I mean, I worked for many, many years.
Yes.
Is there anything about this job that seems even slightly appealing to you? Well, you
Well-
can be honest.
I mean, listen, am I jealous of the social media following and fan base that you and David have seemed to have garnered from getting Conan to do funny bits with you that could possibly get me a career in comedy that would make me more successful and hotter than Matt Rife?
Oh, wow.
I'm
Man.
so
Are you aware you're crying right now?
happy.
Are you aware? You're
I'm so
you're crying.
No, really, I'm so happy
Oh look,
for
there's
both of
there's
you.
blood. There's blood in the tears. There's
really-
absolute blood in the tears.
I'm so happy. I've never been happier in my entire life for anyone.
Wow.
Motive underline.
Yeah, there's a motive here. I'm sorry, Maddie, but even you have to admit there's a motive here.
Fame.
You know?
What?
Underline.
No. You want I mean, listen, you just performed very poorly on the witness stand. You just pretty much sealed your fate. I mean,
But
you've
you
got
said
it
I'm
all.
so talented.
Yeah, but then
are
you went
very
on and on about
talented.
Matt Rife, and so
Yeah.
you know, I mean, whatever. These young people, I got to kill them in the crib. You know,
What?
I can't let them.
Me? Wait,
Any-
you in the suspect
What?
seat.
Any younger comedian who's really good and successful and moving up quickly, I need to squash that shit now.
Ah,
So that was a mistake.
well,
Even I consider, even Hader, I should have knocked him out of the box a long time ago.
Oh,
He's gotten too big. Anyway,
he's great. I
Listen.
wouldn't mind some photos of him up in the building.
Me too.
Great.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There aren't too many photos of him. Never quite made it. Hader.
He's very famous. He's
Not
done
sure.
Really, really well for himself.
Never really
Yeah.
done much after SNL.
My
I mean,
hero,
Very, very-
honestly, who I
yeah.
modeled my comedy career after.
What's
would
Barry? I don't even know what Barry
love
is.
To work
What's-
for him. It's Emmy nominated show that he had on HBO. It's
Is his
really
assistant
good.
feeling
what's-
okay?
I don't know. We should check on his assistant.
Mhm.
I mean,
Maddie, you seem extremely guilty.
I like your gummy bear earrings.
Yeah.
I know, I do
Yeah.
too.
Thank you, Matt Gourley.
You're lucky that Sona didn't just swallow one of those. Okay, thank you so much, Maddie, for your time.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it. Maybe there's going to be another spooky video soon, or maybe.
Oh,
Oh no!
Conan. Hi. It's me, David
Selfie.
Hopping,
He can't act.
your assistant. I did manage to escape. I'm really proud of myself about that. I'm usually not good at that kind of thing. But I did manage to escape, but I cannot get out of this room. I know that whenever you hired me, you said you hate it whenever your assistants get kidnapped, and I'm really sorry that I feel like I let you down. No, I did not get a good look at the kidnapper. 1 minute I'm outside walking, I have your coffee, double shot latte, just how you like it. And then all of a sudden, bam, I get hit in the head and I'm out cold. Now, listen. The kidnapper must have been someone that can leave the office during the day, and then they also must be really sneaky, because I heard nothing. They must walk so quietly. And when I woke up, I was in this room right here. I was still being tied up, and here's the weird thing. This kidnapper had really strong hands. And Conan, one more thing. They have your special cream. The one that you told me not to. Oh, but they're coming back. I have to go.
Wow. Okay. Well, we do
That
need to get him an acting coach.
Was amazing.
Um,
Why did the kidnapper leave him with his cell phone? And
Well,
why
first of
didn't
all-
he call the police?
I thought the cell phone is the kidnapper's VHS camera.
the kidnapper blows. I mean, let's
Oh.
just
Yeah,
get
for
right
sure.
to the chase.
For sure.
This is a terrible kidnapper. I wish all kidnappers were this bad, because then there'd be no kidnappings.
Here are the clues. The kidnapper was able to leave work during the day.
Uh-huh.
During day.
Yeah, which anyone
Who-
can.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
The
yeah, this is-
kidnapper was sneaky and strong.
Okay. Well, first of all, this is not an army base. This is I mean, this is basically like a Pete's coffee.
Who cannot leave
Where-
during the day? Is there a vampire here?
This is a Pete's Coffee where they happen to make a podcast in the corner.
Yeah.
People are coming in and out all day long.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of people work remotely. They don't even come
Someone
in.
who can leave during the day.
What does
Everybody
that
leaves
mean?
during the day.
I feel like there's more of a clue there
And then
than we're seeing.
sneaky. There was something.
What?
They walk very quietly.
Sneaky and strong. They have strong hands, according to David.
Strong hands. Well, I have
is
very strong hands, but I know it's not me, because again, I'd have murdered David and may
Let's
still.
see your hands, Eduardo. No,
They're
not
pretty
him.
weak.
Not him.
Wow, what?
No, they. No, they do. I'm sorry. You look like you sleep with both of your hands in little bowls of heavy cream. You're just. I swear to God. Your manicure looks nice, but no, it's not. It's not. Those are not working man's hands.
I mean,
Let's bring old Iron Grip Ruthie in here.
Okay, Iron Grip Ruthie, IG Ruth.
Ruru.
Let's get Ruru in here. I have thoughts.
Ruthie is our social media and merch manager. Right?
Yeah, she does pretty much
Ruthie.
everything. She's
Ruthie,
a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Lovely person. Ruthie, have a seat, please.
Hi.
Your full name, please.
Ruthie Wyatt,
Ruthie Wyatt. And Ruthie, you've worked for me for how long?
13 years.
What merch is moving? What merch does well?
Oh God,
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ!
What kind of stuff goes well? Like if it's just Conan, it probably sells. And then when you add these two
Sorry.
numbskulls, we probably see a little bit of a dipperoo.
I noticed there was some leftover Conan at the Apollo shirts in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. We've got that. Yeah.
Well,
but-
we're saving those for the Smithsonian.
Oh.
Those
Yeah.
are being set
Oh,
aside.
yeah.
So, Ruthie, you handle merch.
signed posters by you.
Sign posters by me, and it goes through the roof.
Yeah.
A lot of photographic stuff.
I've taken most of those
Lot
photographs.
of pictures.
You have?
I
You
have.
see
Many.
Conan's face
Yeah.
all
But
Right.
there's no way that
day.
I did it though.
Why?
I love David.
Okay,
Oh.
but not Conan.
I love Conan.
She does love me. She said that many times.
I do.
After a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
So many pictures.
Who do you think did it?
You know, I hate to say it, but it might be Maddie.
Maddie.
Ooh.
Why?
Yeah.
I think Maddie is looking like a strong suspect because she's clearly insane.
Well,
You know what I mean? Just like, I'm
Well,
gonna be in comedy. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, you know.
she's able to leave whenever. She does have a new comedy show that she's producing on her own called OG Dicks.
Okay.
I don't know. She's able to leave. She has to leave all the time.
Oh,
she has to go get
wait a
props
minute.
and stuff.
Are you telling me that she's on company time? She leaves to work on her new show, OG Dicks?
OG Dicks. Yeah.
Wow.
Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? You're saying part of her job is that she leaves.
Well, she has to
Work?
leave and run errands sometimes. Like if, like she needs to refill the basket of snacks
Mhm.
for talent and for celebrities, right? Like
Yeah.
she has to go out. But then she's also got her own stuff going on with her comedy
she's-
career. She's very funny though.
She's very ambitious.
Very ambitious.
How
yeah.
strong are her hands?
She's very strong,
Uh-huh.
but delicate also. I mean, I'm not going to put her.
Do you mind if I shake your hand right now?
Sure, yeah, I would love to.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Let's try that.
Wow, that is a grip.
And we don't
man.
shake hands. We hug.
No, we hug.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah,
I love
she-
you too.
Um,
Ruthie didn't do it.
No, I couldn't.
You're in on it.
Ruthie,
It's
you know,
an
I
inside
adore
job.
Ruthie. But I will say this. Ruthie has traveled on many travel shows with me. She is familiar with my travel shows,
Mhm.
and she has traveled often with Blay on many travel shows. She is familiar with the travel milieu, so I could see her having access to those books. Also,
Oh.
merch. And you got a good grip.
I see so many photos of you. Wouldn't it be nice if there were just a few less photos of Conan in this building?
Yeah, if anyone's going to snap looking at my photo, it might be Ruthie.
It's
Right.
Ruth.
It's Ruthie.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you on this.
Do you
Yeah.
have access to the audio cabinet?
Yeah.
You do?
Eduardo.
Is that
I
true?
do. So
That
does
is true.
Eduardo, though,
This is
too.
not-
Right.
Eduardo's jumping
Can
in.
you
Don't
It's
let the
interesting.
handsome one get you.
It's interesting
No.
he's jumping in. Well,
No.
Yeah.
What I'm
being
saying is,
interrogated.
but you have access to the audio closet.
Well, yeah.
you
that's where
also
my
deal
camera
in
is.
merch. You also are
Yeah.
sick of
But-
seeing my face.
No, I'm not. I
Do
love
you leave throughout the? Can you leave?
Yeah, I can leave.
Ruthie,
Yeah.
most important question of all. Does it bother you that my lips are so thin?
Oh.
But you look at the photos all the
I've
time.
looked at them a lot.
But can we plump?
Yeah, I mean,
do I need to plump them up a little bit, or are they okay?
No, I like your lips. They're great.
All right.
Don't
I
put
know.
anything in them.
Okay, I'm thinking of doing
we
it.
need you as is.
All
How does
right.
that help the case? How does that help
Yeah.
get David back?
We get David back or we don't. I have a goddamn career to think about. This pumpkin's rotting fast.
Can you just show me what fluff up your lips? Let's.
God, it's terrible.
But maybe
Yeah,
you get a lip
I
tattoo.
say do it.
Maybe he needs a lip
I say
tattoo.
do it.
Oh my God. Yeah, you should do
Me
it.
with really luscious lips,
Oh God.
big
Yeah.
plumpy, pillowy lips, and women are always looking at it like, I'd like to have a smackaroo with him. Is that something they say for kissing? Smackaroo with
Yeah, I
him?
want to smackaroo with that guy.
Okay, so
no one will question it.
Ruthie, I'm with you. I am highly suspicious of Maddie. First of all,
I
I'm
totally
highly
am.
suspicious of anyone who just young people that are ambitious creep me out.
Oh,
So I think she's got to go. I mean,
I don't know.
no.
I mean, we still have Chills and Sam
Yeah.
to
Let's see.
interrogate.
Thank you,
here.
Ruthie.
You're welcome.
Ruthie, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
I love Ruthie, though. I really do. I know that a lot of clues point to Ruthie, but I don't think it's Ruthie either.
Okay,
Okay.
but she had, I mean, She has a motive.
Hey,
She has a motive.
who else do you throw paper balls at? I'm just curious. Do you throw them at Chills?
No,
No.
you don't.
You throw them at Blay,
I throw 'em at Blay.
for
but
sure.
Blay's not on the.
I will say
suspect
Chills is
list.
the one that picks them up.
He is right.
Because I refuse to clean up after myself.
Yes, you don't ever clean up after yourself.
Right.
Because that was the
Because
only.
that's the status I've achieved in this
Okay.
world. Let's
Okay.
save Chills and let's do Sam.
Sam.
Uh-oh, here we go.
All right.
She's got cool style.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
I like
You
your style,
can't.
Sam.
You can't keep complimenting people
No,
who
you
walk
can't.
in
It's
here.
my technique.
Okay, but it's not.
Sam,
you.
would you put the?
Good.
You seem
Put-
like you're
put
too
these
good to
on?
put the. Does she put the headset on or not?
If you'd like. I mean, it just.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Does my hair look okay?
Your hair looks amazing. I'm going to start with a few compliments.
Thank you.
I think you're terrific. You do a wonderful job, and I love your style.
Thank you.
And you just walked in here. You got those cowboy boots. You got the cool barrettes.
Thank you.
I don't know. I just think she's great. Are you a
David is
murderer?
missing.
Are you a murderer?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, first of all, we're not even looking for a murderer.
Yeah, David's alive.
Yeah.
I consider him dead at this point. Even if he shows up, if we get him out of this alive, I may kill him.
Okay.
No.
We just talked to Ruthie,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know, Sam. Who do you think may have done this?
Look, this might get me fired because
It's
is-
very hard to fire people because if you go through the HR, it's
Right,
so
right.
difficult,
Okay.
and we have to give you warnings.
Mhm.
You can get away with murder at this
Okay.
place, so don't worry
He's
about
trying
it.
to fire me a lot.
Great.
Kidnapping.
Yeah.
But I do think it's Ruthie, and she's my boss. So
Why do you think
Yeah.
it's Ruthie?
this is the thing. She is constantly trying to go viral on like TikTok, Instagram, and this is the exact kind of thing that would get the clicks. You know, like this is going to be written about. People are going to be posting,
That's
and
interesting.
I don't know. I think it's a good clickbaity thing.
Do you have access to the audio cabinet?
I mean, I do, but I do everything on my phone, so there's no need for me to go in the cabinet.
But you do have
Mhm.
access.
You do have access.
Sure,
Yeah.
Can I see your hands, please?
they're so
Okay.
delicate.
You have
gonna-
a lot of Taylor
I'm gonna
Swift
ask-
friendship bracelets.
Oh,
I do.
yeah.
You know who else is a Swiftie?
Mm-hmm.
David
David.
Hopping.
David
Yeah,
Hopping
he
is
is.
a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Did you get to go see the recent tour? But
No.
Hopping did. Did that
Yeah.
make you angry? That Hopping got to go and you didn't? When you consider yourself the bigger Taylor Swift fan?
Look, I'm happy for him. Do I wish he would have invited me to a couple of the shows? Yeah.
Wow.
He went to several shows.
He went to several shows and didn't invite you to one.
How much are you
No,
paying
and I
him?
made him friendship bracelets.
Those are thousands of dollars.
I
those
tell him
tickets.
he has access. First of all, here's how it works with David.
You better check your
It's
PayPal.
the same. No, it's the same thing with Sona. I always tell my assistant, "Here's my bank account,
Yeah.
and then take out what you need for your living." And then it was like 6 years later, I saw this one on Lake Mead in a boat,
Mhm.
a huge boat
Yes, thank you.
that said "Cone Sucka." Wow, maybe it's you. Tell me.
Why? Why?
Wow, we got a real Hercule Poirot here.
No, I'm gonna. This is another technique I'm trying.
What?
Tell me why it isn't you, because I think it is.
You keep changing your day.
It's just not my
I think
style.
it's you. I've never
No.
liked you. And your
You said all
style.
this nice stuff about me.
I said that to butter you up, but now I'm a different guy and I'm going to throw you off balance. Your style
No,
sucks. You've got no style.
That's not nice.
That's
Well, I'm
not nice.
sorry, but you know.
Look, I am a very Zen person. I'm a yoga teacher. I am not about any of this violence.
Mhm.
I meditate. Like, this is not who I am.
The people that tell me they're Zen and meditate are the ones that have more anger and frustration than anyone else I know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I swear to God, every yoga teacher I've ever known has done some time in jail for trying to kill somebody.
Oh.
Seriously,
that's not
every
me.
single yoga teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not me. It wouldn't be
Um,
me.
Okay, so you're Zen,
I have very petite hands.
but you know, I will say this:
What?
you're quiet.
Yeah?
Let me see those. You've got some tattoos, some ink. What's this rune?
This
on-
one? Oh, that's an Icelandic rune.
Icelandic
Mhm.
rune. What does it mean?
Love.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
love tattoo. I'm going to
Yeah.
kidnap
what's
someone.
That one on your thumb. The cherries from Pac-Man.
It's not from Pac-Man. It's
Okay.
just
Hey!
cherries.
What about that one on your forum that says "Live to Kidnap"?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
We can
No,
disregard.
I'm getting that
okay,
removed.
all right, forget
Okay.
it.
Well, thank you, Sam, very much.
Sam, I do admire you, and
Thank
now I'm
you.
going back to the regular guy. Your style is off the charts.
All right. Thank you.
I tried to rattle you with the whole of your stuff,
You keep changing your interrogation techniques.
Yeah.
It's not a good strategy.
or the best.
No, it's not.
Or it is.
No, it's not. The best.
Or it
Well,
is.
no, but then it's still not the best.
It is the best.
You change it like
It hurt my
midway.
feelings.
Yeah.
Exactly. But later on, you're going to think he also complimented me. I don't know what I think. And then you're going to start crying, and then you're going to confess to this terrible crime.
Okay. All right.
Thank you,
Am I
Sarah.
done? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank
Am
you.
I done
Thank
here?
Please do not leave the
You're
state.
still an employee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam.
Okay, we just have one more, and it's Chills.
Yeah, Chills. Man,
I mean,
Chills.
his name's Chills. That right there feels a little red herring.
I feel like he can get away with anything because you value him so much, too.
Chills. I'm going to give everyone a little, before Chills gets in here, I'm going to say my nickname for him is the Warrior.
Yeah.
He's been with me. He started working for me like 2 years into the show as an intern.
Mm.
He has been everywhere in the world with me. He'd do anything for me.
It's a long con.
Wow. You think it's a long Let's get him in here.
Yeah.
Let's get him in
I
here.
think so.
I mean, he does really seem to make this place go.
All right, Chills. Good to see
Okay.
you. Oh, friends, he said.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now we're friends.
Snuck in here. He's
Now we're-
quiet when he walks
Okay.
in here.
Dixie
Okay.
cups before it made me die. But
Great. Hey.
Oh, now he's flattering you.
Hey.
Yeah,
Who's on
look at
trial
that.
here?
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. Likes my
Spoken
bits,
like
huh?
a true
Likes-
kidnapper.
Innocent. Okay, Chills.
yes,
You started working for me what year?
96.
96. Okay.
27 years. It'll be
Big
27
year
years in
kidnapping.
December.
Has nothing
Yeah.
to do with David. Okay.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. This is a man who I think loyalty and this incredible, I mean, talk about this, the record of this gentleman. You've been everywhere in the world with me.
Yeah.
We've been through every adventure. You were on the old-timey baseball remote.
Yes.
You've been in the trenches with me in so many different countries around the world.
Yep.
This guy, I call him the Warrior. I can't believe he would do anything to harm me. And now I'm thinking about it. How does kidnapping hopping really harm me?
Oh, he's your assistant.
Again, we've proven.
It's
that-
not about harming you. It's about getting your goddamn face off that wall.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I
the
walk in every day and it's like seeing these pictures again for the first time. Like I love seeing those
God.
photos.
Come on, Chills. I don't believe it for a
You walk up
second.
those stairs and you see him as the Viking.
I've seen in between takes, I've seen him come up to you and like rough you up a little bit sometimes.
That's
that
what
would
brothers
piss
do. That's
what
me
brothers
off.
do.
That's
do you
what
pick
brothers
up
do.
the paper balls that he throws around, all the ad copy that do you pick those up?
This studio, I can kind of like run this thing, like not run it, but like I tend to it, make sure everything's running smoothly. So yeah, I clean up at the end.
And you don't mind that doesn't
No,
bother
it's
you?
just part
Yeah,
of the
but
job.
like I mean, we clean up after ourselves, but Conan
Yeah.
doesn't clean up after himself. Doesn't that piss you off?
No. This,
Oh
no.
man.
No, it's like Louis the 16th didn't say, "Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God.
I dropped that. I'll go get it." That's ridiculous.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, this is Versailles, and like, chill. What's wrong, Louis? I might have dropped part of my croissant. I should go get it and pick it up. But if someone sees it, they shouldn't have to pick it up. I should do it. That was not Louis the 16th.
Where are all your travel books? Do you know where they all are right now?
I know where they all are.
Do you?
Yes.
I
Let's see
don't-
those hands.
Yeah.
Pretty
Let me see.
Very
substantial.
strong.
Oh my
Very
God!
strong.
I can't tell you something about this guy. This guy's been wrangling props, dragging him through airports in Milan.
Yeah.
Cables? Cables?
No, I have nothing to do with cable.
You have access to the audio
I
cabinet.
certainly have
don't.
access, but there's a lot of people who have access. I'm in this room. I'm in the room next door, the control room, all the time.
But we wouldn't
I
always
see
know
everyone's
because you,
coming and
you
going.
tiptoe around because you're conscious of the audio recording. You are kind of furtive and in the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I left that room for a second, this place would fall apart.
I believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
I believe that. I believe, and I've often said this to Chills, when the end comes, it's probably going to be me and him alone.
Oh,
The
God.
last three will be Ross, me, and Chills. But then Ross will get a call that his reservation came through at the restaurant and he'll leave. And it'll be just Chills and I as the monsters move in, the
Yes.
orcs. Jeff
Last
will be in an Uber headed off to Latanzi. And it'll just be the two of us. So
100%.
I am not going to accuse Chills. I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's impossible to me.
You have complimented every single person on this list.
Except Maddie. Now, Maddie, I
Yes,
grant
you did.
No, I know. What I said is that Maddie's talented. She's funny. I think she's going places. I'll do everything I can to help her with her comedy career because I think she's got it. But I think she's a murderess.
I think she's too fresh. I
Yeah,
think you
I
need
think so,
somebody who
too.
has seen you a lot, who's sick of you and your
Uh-huh.
photos, and Chills has been here the longest.
Chills would. I can't turn against Chills. Not even if it's some kind of comedy conceit. I won't. I won't do it.
As an outsider, I have the least bias on everybody here.
Yeah.
And I do think that all the clues point to Chills, and then you're kind of denying them, but you must like at least admit that you seem suspicious on paper, right?
Based on
all the clues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When can I leave? I can't leave this room for a second.
Also, can I tell you something else? I constantly walk around the neighborhood and I see all of you getting your parfaits, your creme brulees, having your Belgian waffles, toasting each other with glass Aperol spritzes. You all just goof off all the time.
What are you talking about?
I never see Chills.
That's true.
I go days without eating.
That's true. You don't leave.
Yeah, he just sucks on his wool cap and gets some of the old beef broth from our Ireland remote.
But you're like on the move a lot with Conan, and things change up. The shoots change, and you have to be the one who changes everything.
Right.
Doesn't that piss you off?
No, I love what I do. I love working for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, you had the glazed over look of a hostage just then.
You do. You're really complimenting him a lot right now.
I just can't. It's not Chills, and if it is Chills, I would pardon him, and then I would help him kill Hopping.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's release Chills because we gotta figure this
Chills,
out.
I got your back,
Chills.
man. I'm not gonna let them. We're not.
Same.
I'll never turn against you.
Please don't leave the state.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, time's up. You had an hour to figure out my identity. And what did you do? You spent it arguing amongst yourselves. Pathetic and unsurprising. Well, I guess it's time to hear your accusation. Who do you think I am? Cue the dramatic royalty-free music, please.
Oh boy.
Well, you can tell it's royalty-free because it's really not fun to listen to. Who would put a royalty on this piece of shit?
No, it just sounds like I'm watching.
Yeah.
Selling Sunset.
This is like a whale's EKG. It's royalty free. You'll get no money from this.
So there's only
here's
one...
what we know about the kidnapper. Very uneven in the music field. But
There's paper. There's merch. There's cable.
The kidnapper was able to leave work during the day. The kidnapper was sneaky and strong. Hopping was being kept near a pile of merch. Hopping was tied up with audio cables. Who has access to the audio cabinet? The kidnapper was throwing paper balls at Hopping. There were travel books for Norway, Thailand stacked up in the back. Only one suspect has a motive, a means, and an opportunity.
well, I'm going to say I agree that Chills, a lot of things can point to Chills, but he did not have the opportunity.
Yeah, you're
he
right.
really can't leave.
I think you're right. I think
And
sorry, Chills. I was wrong about you. Eduardo
And-
can't
I mean,
leave.
Eduardo can't leave during the podcast either.
no.
Is that it has to be like it's like not just the whole day, but it's during the podcast.
I think it's
essentially?
during the day they can't leave because I
Okay.
think these threats were
Well,
all
if it's during the day, Chills can leave during the day.
So
You
can
really
Eduardo.
can't. You can't go outside in LA with a wool hat on and not get picked up by a police car.
true.
So I'm going to say it's not Chills, but it could be Eduardo.
Eduardo can't leave. He's doing this.
I'm saying it's not Chills for sure. Could it possibly be Eduardo? Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, it's not. It's not Eduardo. I know who my suspect is.
I think we all know who your suspect is.
It's Maddie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I think there needs to be less people in comedy so that I can flourish. And she threatens me.
You've already done it for a long time, and you know
I know,
what?
but you know what?
You've established yourself.
I talked to my doctor the other day, and he said I have a good 6 years of life left,
Oh.
and I want to use that. I know, I was shocked too. That's not a lot.
It's not.
He said 6 max.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
gotta get another job.
So anyway, yeah, I don't know.
I
highly,
have mine.
I have mine is up high. Yeah.
Mine is that Ruthie has the motive, the means, and the opportunity. Her motive is she has to take pictures of you all the time.
Yeah.
She can leave, and she has access to the audio cabinet. But then there's the paper balls and the travel books.
But also strong hands.
Strong hands, right?
Now, I don't, that mean, look,
Strong hands from pressing photograph pictures all day.
pressing them? What do you mean pressing them?
What is she doing with them?
You know,
Girls.
taking pictures. Her fingers flexing
Her
all.
finger-
Oh, I thought you meant she had a giant Ben Franklin press.
I'm gonna say it's Eduardo. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Eduardo is my suspect.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Eduardo, I refuse to say it's you.
Thanks.
I love you, man.
Right back at you.
Oh my!
I just think, God, he's very good looking.
Tough.
Sorry, that's confusing. I think, yeah, Ruthie, but God, I've been with Ruthie so long. That would be such a betrayal.
We don't have to agree, right? We don't have
You
to
have
have
to agree. It has to be one person.
Oh,
are you shitting
You all
me?
have to agree.
shit!
Guys, Maddie, come on.
I
She's
mean-
nuts. She's crazy. Who wants to be in comedy as a profession? I know. You have to be sick to do that.
She doesn't
very
have
funny.
access to the audio cabinet. What does she care about paper balls and travel books?
Yes.
Oh, I guess that eliminates her.
Well,
Yeah.
it's there for a reason.
Damn, that was a terrible put down. That was just logical what I said to you, but I said it like it was a put down.
Ah, man.
You're right. Maybe it's not Maddie. I want it to
Chills
be
or
Maddie.
Eduardo. I'm sorry. I know you got a Chills boner, but I think it might be Chills. He checks
He
off
can't-
every box.
Except he can't leave.
He can't leave. It's not Chills. And also, I can't live in a world where it's Chills. I can't.
This isn't
God,
real.
I hope it's Chills.
It is
I
real.
hope it's Chills.
No, I'm telling you, I will not. If we all have to agree, bark up another tree. It's not Chills.
Okay,
I won't do it.
Can you agree that Eduardo has all of the?
Sure, I'll throw him down the deepest hole. I don't care.
He can't really leave either, though.
But are we saying during the podcast
I think-
recordings? I thought we said during
Yes.
the day.
No, just during the day. Eduardo can
No, I'm
leave.
Leave?
get-
I've
I'm-
seen him go get lunch.
I'm getting signals from the guy who created this whole show that he can't leave.
Okay.
All right, so it's not Eduardo. I'm telling you it's not Chills, and so just throw that away. So who's left?
We never went back to Lisa, who
Or Sam.
has seen. Yeah, Lisa is dealing with your fans all the time. She always looks at photos of you and has to deal with people who love you. She has access to everything.
Does she?
I don't know.
The audio cabinet? Sam does. Sam can leave. Does Sam have a motive?
I
Does
do
she-
think I'm going to say
paper
this.
balls and travel balls.
I've noticed a lot of times I make my jokes and quips, and I'm always doing bits and stuff, and everyone's laughing. Sam, not so much.
Oh, you can't penalize someone.
No, not penalized, but I do know
Oh,
that Sam has that, that kind of, she's very young, she's in the corner, she's got cool style, and she's just sort of staring at me like, keep laughing, laughy man. Keep laughing away. I'll see you in your coffin one day. That's the look I get from her.
I have a new respect for Sam.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Lisa has, I think, motive because you abuse her brother all the time. And
But
you
she
throw-
hates, but
you
she doesn't
throw
like her
paper-
brother.
You throw
No,
paper at him.
I think you got it. Because
Yeah.
then the travel books and paper all relate to Blay.
He leaves.
goes-
He goes on those.
I think
on
it's
those
Lisa.
things on those.
That's actually interesting. That's interesting.
Yes.
Lisa is related to Blay.
Yes.
Blay goes on the travel shows. She sees me throwing paper at him all the time, and I do
You
assault him.
beat him.
Well, I beat him within an inch of his life.
Yes.
Which I think employers are allowed to do to employees.
No.
No.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
supposed
You're
to.
not
Okay,
supposed
good.
to. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
from
yeah,
now on, no more.
Yeah.
Should we go with Lisa?
I think it's Lisa.
I think it's Lisa.
Let's go with
I want
Lisa.
it to be Maddie because I really want to nip that career in the bud.
I want it to be Chills just to see your
I
heartbreak.
know.
Okay, I
But
think
let's
we
do
have.
Lisa.
I think
Yeah.
we have to accuse Lisa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrong.
No.
Like I promised, you'll never see Hopping again.
Good.
But I'm not killing him. Oh, no. I'm sending him to Hawaii, where he'll live out the rest of his days in paradise, aka away from you three.
Later, suckers.
And now, it's time for me to come into the studio and reveal myself.
Okay, this is exciting.
What if it's David?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I actually am quite excited.
Yeah.
I actually, this is well done. I have to
Yeah.
say this is well done.
Yeah,
And
this is-
I don't like my.
Oh, it's Ruthie! Ruthie, you dirty devil!
Ruthie!
God!
Ruthie!
Oh my God!
You were my first pick.
I know you were on to me from the start.
You know what? I couldn't. I care about you too much.
I know I like you. I got you.
can't. She's been in my corner for so long, and you betrayed. Well, actually, again, I don't care that much about hopping, so whatever.
You don't care that
Hey,
much
you
about
go,
hopping.
girl.
Oh my God!
What's the paper balls and travel books?
Red herring.
Oh, you
asshole.
son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's called bad writing.
Yeah.
She came in here. She had the attitude of someone who's guilty too.
You know what?
Girl.
Blay, you crafted this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I love it. If Blay were a mystery writer and he did a murder on the Orange Express, and at the end, the answer was, nobody, they're not even on the train. What? No, it's that guy who lived 80 years later. Trains are red herring.
I would be all for red herrings, but the stuff you gave us to read that are like meta below the performance are saying, here's a clue, here's a clue.
Clues have to make some sense,
I
Blay.
mean, the paper and the travel books and really the cable just don't apply to Ruthie at all.
She had, but who had the motive, means, and opportunity? She had the motive,
Yes.
Having to
clicks,
justify
right?
it.
More clicks.
Uh-huh.
She had the means because she keeps her camera in the audio cabinet with the things, and she has the opportunity, which you never asked her about. She parks in the street a lot, so she has to go move her car all the time.
Well, I
She's
got to
the
say
only
this.
person.
My favorite part of every Agatha Christie novel is where Agatha Christie would afterwards yell at all the readers. Hey, wait a minute. No, it makes perfect sense. They're all on the island. No, shut up. Shut up. It makes perfect sense because the scientists... No, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Well, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say, that was fun.
Is David okay?
Blah, blah.
cares?
Yeah.
These videos are going to do great on social.
Guilty.
Guilty. Man, I did.
So fun.
I really wanted it to be Maddie.
You really did. You have it out for
I'm
Maddie.
sorry. When I see talent, I have to squelch it.
Well, let's give a big round of applause to Blay.
Thanks. Good job,
This was
Blay.
all his
That was
idea
so much
and his
fun.
execution.
Great job, everyone. Sorry about the red herrings. Nice job, everyone.
No. You did what you had to do. You
That's
clearly
right.
put some thought into this.
Next time we'll know better.
No, good job, Blay. And that was fun.
That was
you
a
know
lot
what?
of
I
fun.
enjoyed.
The Hoppining.
Yeah, me too.
It's all about that title, baby.